Here at San Jacinto College, and this issue, we could talk for 3 or 4 hours about this. I won't do that to you today. But there is an issue with awareness, isn't there? And you're trying to serve a community as far as making sure people in the community know what's available to them so that they can better their own lives. Talk about that. Is that really a challenge, and how are you address it?
It is a challenge. We're in the heart of petrochemical, the heart of maritime, NASA, and it is really about how do you get the word out about careers, and that there's a tremendous opportunity, and these are careers that pay excellent dollars. And they take a certain level of skill set that people don't think about. These aren't just a blue-collar job. These are really a job that require getting out there, understanding what the needs are, understanding that this is technical training, that this is high-skilled, and that the workforce expects you to be able to come to the table having those skills. Mm-hmm. And so that's what our job is getting out there and talking about those jobs, the tremendous pay that's available, and that this is long-term. And it's also, you know, when you grow up with something right in your back door, you just don't even realize that. What is a process tech operator? Mm-hmm. What's it take to be a welder? And what are the jobs that are available for that? So that's a big emphasis for our region, is around that awareness. And that it's not just short term, right. that these are real jobs for the future.
Mm-hmm. Is that difficult to break through to the people in the community, that this is here for you if you need it, if this is the way you want to go, we're here to help you along the way?
We've spent a number of years convincing people that the pathway to success is with a 4-year degree. Mm-hmm. As our local economy has changed and as the world economy is changing, the opportunities have changed. So getting people's attention and saying there are other pathways that are going to give you the ability to sustain a family well, to build a career. Once people hear that, mm-hmm. then they begin listening. But it's new information, because that's not a message that education has been promoting. It's not a message the media has been promoting. And so people don't know what the jobs are and what the opportunities are and what the wages are. And then once they learn what those opportunities are, we have to help them understand how to get it. Because again, as Dr. Hellier said, these are jobs that require skills.
Right.
They require talents, problem solving. So they're not easy jobs, but they're good jobs that require different skill sets and different training.
Well, you mentioned the media not doing a good job. We'll try to do better. What were you going to
Well,
say?
the other component of it is the awareness isn't just for the kids, the youth. It is also for those who are underemployed, mm-hmm. but it's also for parents being able to see what the opportunities are for their children. And if you're talking about high schools, it's about counselors and teachers understanding. And so that they can help promote those jobs, because you know it's really around who influences our youth and being able to see those opportunities. And so building that awareness becomes almost a culture that you have to build throughout.
Students here and what they've gone on to do, a lot of examples of someone whose life was one way, then they got the either education or skills training they needed, and now their life is another way. And I guess the people in the community need to see that, need to know that to have that better life, there's just certain things you need to do.
Tell the process tech story.
There's a great story, and it's a young lady named Deanna. And Deanna was a single parent. She was working in one profession, had gone to school to get into that profession, and realized she needed something different for her family. She came back, got her process tech degree with us. Her first year out on the job, $132,000 in W-2 earnings. She's back right now working on instrumentation because she sees that next level in her career. That she wants to progress, and she needs another skill set she wants to add to that. Those are the stories that just make a difference. And it's about people, and it's about the lives that are going to be impacted throughout their family. There's another one, you know, you look at the welding situation, and welders are, again, great careers. They are making $50,000 to $60,000 to $70,000 a year, and it's a skill set, again, that allows people to change their lives. Those are what we're doing here. It's changing lives, and it's changing lives with a new career that they never thought was possible. There's a young lady who goes to my church, and she wanted to get into our construction management program. And she's in it, she's excited about it. She does an internship with one of our contractors, and they call and say, you know, we're hiring her on permanently as a new construction manager, because the skill set she got from you, but it's the excitement, and again, realizing that this is a total different career for her, but a passion that's being brought to the table.
So interesting, because we mentioned students, and I thought you were going to talk about men. We're talking about women. I mean, we're really sort of breaking the mold, right? I mean,
It's a new day.
This is a new day.
It's a new day. industry needs as many qualified workers as we can make available.
Whoever they are.
Exactly. Doors are open that in decades past were probably not open. And if people have, what we know with some of our women welders, some, if they have smaller hands, are able to make welds perhaps better than some of the welders who have larger hands, so we're told. Other jobs, one of our process tech employees in the area who comes with us to talk about students says, I may not be tall, so I can't reach. I can reach under. We work as a team. And so where they need someone to reach under, that's when I'm needed. When I need someone to reach over, I call a colleague. And that's what the workplace is today.
Anything you can do, someone can do better, right?
That's true.
In a
That's
team,
true.
everybody brings different talents and skill sets. Your job is to cultivate your own skill set and be the best part of that team that you can be.
I think the other component of it is just being able to explore things that you never thought were possible. And that's what you can do in these programs. And when you come out and you have this awareness campaign, and we have industry coming out with us to talk to people about the jobs, and they can see, you know, this was my career path, and this is how I progressed through that. And it is for anybody who's really committed to learning and putting the effort into the process.
Well, and speaking of different ways of thinking of things, there is so much right now collaboration among not just industry players, but also people in education who maybe would have been a little prickly about working together before. I mean, is there a completely different, almost a tectonic shift happening with the way all that's done?
Absolutely. The demand to supply a qualified workforce is so great that in community colleges, for example, in our region, no one college, whether it's the largest of the group or the one most centrally located industry, no one can meet the needs. We're having to partner across what historically have been boundaries. This is my territory and I work with the students here, this is yours. We're having to partner in new ways and share faculty, share expertise, and share students so that we are putting our best forward and turning out the best workforce we can for the industry demand. And that's very new.
This is about a regional approach on meeting a workforce need. And you see that being taken on across our region. You have the Economic Alliance of our Houston Port region addressing that. You have Greater Houston Partnership with the Upskill Houston. You have the Bay Area Houston Economic Partnership. And again, all three of those groups, different groups that they're dealing with, but all focused around how do we meet a workforce need. And it's our job as community colleges, it's our job as four-year universities to come together and figure that out. Industry doesn't need to have boundary issues. They need to know they can come and get things delivered to get the workforce they need.
All right. Well, like I say, we could talk about it all day. I won't do that, though. I appreciate you having us today. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it.